Oh, it's you, Lord Phaethon. What can I do for you?
Are you feeling okay today? You don't really seem like yourself.
What? Not at all. You're imagining things. Besides, even if I really had something on my mind, I wouldn't dare trouble you with it. You're the great Lord Phaethon, a legendary proxy. I'm sure you have a million things on your plate. I'm just an ordinary, boring girl you happen to cross paths with through your work. You don't need to lower yourself by talking to the likes of me.
Did I do something to make you this angry?
Oh? What makes you ask that? Unless you've been up to something you shouldn't have behind my back. Otherwise, how could you be so sure you're the one I'm angry at? If you didn't do anything wrong, you wouldn't be acting this way right now. But then, if you already know you did something wrong, why bother asking me?
You're scary when you're angry, and I can't shake the feeling I've been pulled right into the middle of things.
You think I'm scary now? I barely said anything and you're already losing patience. Perfect. If it bothers you so much, you can leave, and I won't annoy you any longer.
Vivian, if you keep going on like this, I'm going to get mad at you too. I see you as a close friend, and I don't want there to be any misunderstandings between us. That's why I asked you if I did anything wrong. But if you just push me away like that without any reason, that really hurts me too.
I wasn't trying to make you mad, Lord Phaethon.
You don't need to apologize. It's not like I'm going to just stop talking to you. But can you tell me what's really going on?
Lord Phaethon, I thought I'd finally caught up to you. But now I see this wasn't the finish line. There's always so many people around you, and they're all stronger than me. They can go into the hollows with you, and you guys share so many exciting stories. I'm just a minor footnote in a dramatic story that's your life. I used to think that if I tried my best, I'd finally have the courage to stand in front of you confidently. But now, that confidence is gone again.
I wasn't born a legendary proxy. To put it simply, it took me a long time to get to where you'd notice there's a proxy in this world called Phaethon. I've never stopped moving forward. So it isn't that you finally caught up to me. We met because our paths happened to cross while we're both moving forward.
Lord Phaethon.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Lord Phaethon!
What's wrong? Whatever you want to say, I'm here to listen.
No matter how far you go, or who stands beside you, one day, I'll climb high enough to share the same view with you. And one day, I'll become the most important person in your life. I'll become your first choice, no matter the situation. That's my goal from now on. No matter how long it takes, I'll make it come true.
I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
I'm sorry for snapping at you today. I guess I was just feeling a little vulnerable. Can you stay with me a bit longer? You don't need to do anything. Just stay with me for a little bit.
Of course. And not just today. Whenever you feel uneasy, I'll be there for you.
Thank you, Lord Phaethon.
Pretty please, dear manager, help me pick out a good movie.
So, anything you're really into? Give me a hint, and I can, like, narrow down the options for you.
Let me see. Horror, adventure, tearjerkers. I'm pretty much game for anything. My movie tastes are all over the place.
What about that Tanuki movie? It's about this Tanuki who's totally failing at the transformation art and gets booted from its village because of some misunderstanding. But it uses its brains to expose the bad guys and save its clan.
Tanuki, huh? And as the main character. Kama would probably dig that. Sounds adorable. I trust your judgment. Let's go with that one.
I actually have I Am Tanuki in stock. Haven't gotten around to watching it yet, though. There's a TV upstairs. Wanna check it out, Yuzuha?
Sounds good. Watching movies with you makes them way more fun. What an interesting film! The way they mixed real-life animal stuff in the story, that was just perfect! And the protagonist lines are so quotable. That whole, I'm a tanuki, not a reindeer. That has to be a reference to something else, right?
I loved the movie too. And seriously, when the Tanuki was getting attacked, Kama was totally losing it, pacing back and forth in front of the TV. Oh, so cute. He must have been super into it.
Huh? What's that, Kama? You want to say something? Oh, you mean the movie feels kind of familiar? Yeah, that one scene did give me major déjà vu. Reminds me of when we first met.
You mean you and Kama? I'm dying to know the story. Spill the deets.
It's not really much of a story. I just happened to help Kama out by chance. When I first saw him, Kama was getting bullied, held underwater by some punk kids. I know how terrifying it is to choke on water, so I rushed over and scared them off. He was frightened and took off in a flash. Never thought I'd see him again after that. Then, when I was in a jam in the hollow, Kama swooped in and saved me! That's when I realized he'd been secretly following me around, keeping an eye on me the whole time. He'd been hurt by humans before, so he must have been super scared and suspicious. But when he saw me in trouble, he still jumped in, giving me time to bail.
You helped Kama out, so he wanted to have your back. Even though he totally freaked out, he still stood up for you. I guess that's what real courage is all about.
Yeah, later when we met up with Minato, he thought he was a baddie too and totally clobbered him. Despite Kama being smaller, he came off as way more intimidating than Minato. After that, it took me forever to get those two to get along. Of course, it was Kama being a little grump, always thinking Minato was some bad guy in disguise. Minato was pretty down about it for a long time.
Wow, things have really changed, huh? Who would have thought Kama would end up becoming such an important partner to you?
Yeah, it's got me thinking. Kama was a lot like me back then, just clinging to a plank, cast adrift in this world. Sometimes I dream that I'm still out there, drifting across a vast, endless ocean. It's beautiful, sure, but it's also kind of cruel, like it just goes on forever, like time itself. But along the way I met Dad, Minato, Kama, Alice, and then I met you. We may still have to cling to that piece of driftwood, but so what? At least we're not alone anymore.
The fact that we were able to meet each other in this lifetime is nothing short of a miracle. I'm really glad I met you, and that we became friends.
And of course, it's because you're such a good friend that I go all out when I tease you. It's getting late. The movie was awesome. Thanks for today. Next time, take me around 6th Street, okay? I can't wait to discover what other little surprises are hidden in the place you call home.
As expected, your store is much more suited for watching films in peace. Well then, since we're all set, let's see what the famous Heart Sutra of Blazing Fire is all about. Looks like this is actually a tape of Star-Crossed, not Heart Sutra of Blazing Fire. There must have been a mix-up when they made the tape.
So, are we gonna keep on watching this one?
Let's continue watching. I find this Star-Crossed movie quite interesting. So the mystics in the movie didn't overcome their ill-fated tribulation in the end. But dying alongside the one you love, maybe that's not such a bad ending. All in all, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
That's kinda unexpected. I thought romance films weren't really your thing.
Well, I don't have strong preferences when it comes to movies. I'll watch anything. Now that I think about it, many films like to base their stories around a mystic's trial of the heart.
Have you ever experienced a trial of the heart?
I have not. Practicing is about refining one's heart. I reckon that anything in this world, any person, any event, can serve as an aid in one's path. Trials of the heart are merely one of them. Sometimes getting overly fixated on what one shouldn't do is just another trial to overcome. So there's no need to let such things hold you back. You've got potential. I believe you can understand what I'm saying. Well, now that we've finished the movie, why don't we meditate for a while? Meditating outside the temple can also do you some good.